I'm here with senior Josh Yeck, captain of the varsity football team. What is usually your routine before a football game?
Before the game, I normally go home and relax after school and get something good to eat to make my body feel better for the game.
How do you get yourself physically prepared before a football game?
Before the game, I normally stretch and I do warm-ups with everyone.
How do you think your performance is going this year as a team?
It's not going as well as we thought we would be going, but we hope to bounce back in time for playoffs and help get a spot.
I am here with junior Damian Grunnagle, captain of the varsity football team. What do you usually do before a Friday night football game?
So usually I go home, I try to relax, I eat a small meal, and I try to just get focused and ready for the game.
How do you get physically prepared before a football game?
So before a game, all week in practice, we just practice hard and try to get ready. And before the game, if I need to go to the trainer's office, I get taped up. Usually I tape my wrist just so I have more support. But other than that, that's mostly it.
How do you think your performance is going this year as a team?
So going into the season, we honestly thought that we were going to be doing better than we are, but we hope to bounce back in the next 2 weeks and end the season 5-5.
I'm here with senior Carter Slowinski, captain of the varsity football team. What is usually your routine before a Friday night football game?
So usually what I do before a game is I go home and relax, and I'm usually not able to eat anything before a game because of I have butterflies, I guess. I don't know.
How do you physically prepare before a football game?
Usually what I do is I stretch first, and then I get some of my receivers together, and then they run routes for me so my arm can get warm.
How do you think your performance is going this year as a team?
It's not going how I wanted it to go, but we have a chance to still make playoffs, winning these next 2 games. So hopefully we can go 500, go 5-5, and make the playoffs.
I am here with senior Josh Pail, captain of the varsity football team. What is usually your routine before a Friday night football game?
So typically on a Friday before the game, I go to school, I'll go home and eat like a peanut butter or jelly, a light snack, and then I'll come back to the school and go to the locker room, prep my bag for an away game, and just put some headphones on and listen to music.
How do you get physically prepared for a football game?
So an hour and a half before kickoff time, the specialty guys, that includes the kickers, punters, and long snappers, will go down and they'll practice snaps and catching footballs, and then the linemen and the rest of the team will come out and we'll do a whole team stretch, dynamic stretches and then static stretches. And then following that, the wide receivers will break up into groups and practice running routes, and quarterbacks will throw balls. And then we come together and do team offense, and then we also do individual defense, so all the linebackers, defensive backs, and linemen do their own little thing before.
How do you think your performance is going as a team so far this year?
So start off at the beginning of the season, us seniors and the rest of the team didn't really believe in ourselves because usually our senior class, we always struggled this year through Little Bulldog football. So it took first couple of weeks to actually come together as a team and build together through offense and defense. But after we started building as a team, we started to win games, and then we went downhill for 2 weeks, but now we're hoping to step back up and win out the rest of the season. So we've been doing good as a team.
I'm here with senior Tristen Clear, captain of the varsity football team. What is usually your routine before a Friday night football game?
So before the games, I'll leave school and I'll go to my girlfriend's house and we'll hang out. And then I'll come back to the school and I'll eat chicken tenders and mac and cheese. And then I'll go in the locker room. I'll put my right sock on and then my left sock. Make sure the ankle socks. And then I'll put my right sleeve on and then my left leg sleeve on. And I'll put my lucky underwear on. And I'll put my girdle on, my pants, then my lucky white t-shirt, and then my arm sleeve and my headband. I'll wet my hair down. And then I'll make sure I have everything, make sure there's chapstick in the back of my helmet. And we'll get on the bus and go. And then when I'm on the bus, I'll either put my headphones in and listen to music and watch film, or I'll just hang out with my friends and talk on the way there. And then when we get in the locker room, I'll take ibuprofen or Advil. And when I get my pads on, I always have Boyer jump on my back and make sure my jersey's on tight. And then I have Coach Nick Henderson fold my jersey up and make sure it looks good.
How do you get physically prepared before a football game?
So before the games, in pregame, I'll run onto the field, and we'll circle up. We'll stretch for like 10 minutes, and then I'll go with the field goal team, and I'll snap 4 times to Cooper Young, and Xavier will kick the field goals. And then I'll snap 4 times to Josh Yeck, and he'll punt. And then after that, I do 10 catches to the left with Carter, and then 10 catches with the right. And then I'll do straight on, and then I'll do back shoulder catches. And then he'll roll out, and I'll run and catch 10 more passes. So and then after that, I'll get a drink and get ready for defense. And then we do our defensive drills. And then after that, we do our offensive plays, and then it's time for the game.
How do you think your performance is going so far as a team this year?
We're actually not doing that bad. We play in a really tough section in which Laurel, Neshannock, and Beaver Falls usually run the section pretty well. The first couple weeks, we played a couple hard games. We ended up falling short by 1 and 2 points. The Neshannock and Laurel game put us down pretty far. It's 2 rough losses. But then we bounced back with Elwood and had a pretty good win. So we're hoping to use that confidence tonight to play good against Beaver Falls and win.
I am here with senior Renae Mohrbacher, captain of the girls soccer team. What is your routine before a soccer game?
Usually I just listen to some music, stretch, and go for a walk.
How do you get physically prepared for a soccer game?
We get physically prepared we do stretching, we do keep away, and then we do a shooting drill too.
How do you feel your performance as a team is going this year?
I would say that our performance as a team has been going pretty well. I think that we're all working good together, and hopefully we can go pretty far.
I am here with senior Bella Lowe, captain of the girls soccer team. What is usually your routine for a soccer game?
I usually take a nap and I eat something really light and then I usually stretch.
Do you get physically prepared for a soccer game?
We usually have our warm-up lines and then we play a game of keep away.
How do you feel your performance is going this year as a team?
I think it's going pretty good, but there's always room for improvement.
I am here with senior Joe Hartie, captain of the boys soccer team. What is usually your routine before a soccer game?
I usually just go home from school and watch like a professional game from like a World Cup that has passed, and I just eat a good meal before the game and I go to the game.
How do you physically get prepared for a soccer game?
So we'll start off by passing the ball back and forth, and then we'll do our dynamics and stretch, and then do keep away, and then do shooting drills, and then it's time for the game.
How do you feel your performance as a team is going so far this year?
I feel like we've done really well this year. I know at the beginning of the season there's a lot of people that were like, we're not going to make playoffs, but we exceeded a lot of people's expectations, and I'm really proud of the boys.
I'm here with junior Luke Snavely, captain of the boys varsity soccer team. What is normally your routine before a soccer game?
So before a soccer game, I usually drink a lot of water 2 days in advance, get that flowing through me so I have enough stamina for the game. And then before the game, we always do dynamics or static stretching. Joe and we lead the stretching and really helps make sure we don't pull anything. And I'm a little superstitious before a game. I have a set routine, and if I stray away from that routine, yeah.
And then how do you physically prepare for a soccer game?
Well, before the game, we do dynamics, and then we do static stretching. We try to do keep away first for about like 5 to 10 minutes, and then we switch to this drill we call teal, where basically we shoot on the goalie and send a ball in, crossing. It really helps us be prepared for the game and makes us focus.
How do you think your performance as a team is going so far this year?
I actually think we're doing really well. A lot of people didn't think we were going to make the playoffs, and we proved them wrong. We're definitely in a tough section. We have Quaker, who usually wins states every year, and then Ambridge and North Catholic, they're pretty tough as well. So for making the playoffs, I think we did really good, and we definitely defied expectations.
I'm here with senior Emily Frashure, captain of the girls varsity volleyball team. What do you do to prepare for a volleyball game?
Normally to prepare, I go home and I eat something, normally a protein bar or something, and then I take a nap. and then I hurry up, get up, do my hair, and then I go to my game.
How do you physically prepare for a volleyball game?
During the week, we have practices, and we normally do like at least 5 drills of practice of like high intensity, like passing, setting, hitting, and yeah.
How do you think your performance is going this year as a team?
I think this year has been better than past years because we've already beat like our winning record for our games, and I think we work more as a team than in past years, and we're doing a lot better.
I'm here with senior Maddie Fessides, captain of the girls volleyball team. What is usually your routine before a volleyball game?
I usually watch the other team's film before the games, and I go home and eat a snack and then finish my homework and get ready for the game.
How do you physically get prepared before a volleyball game?
We start off with passing with one another and do our dynamic stretches, and then we will warm up by hitting and serving.
How do you feel your performance as a team is going so far this year?
So far this year, we have beat our record from the past 10 years, so that's a big accomplishment. But I think if we work as a team, we could have gone a lot farther.